Welcome to Spreadsheets, a small little introduction to Wordsums and the software that we are using. Okay, this lesson is mainly part of many lessons. So if you're watching just this lesson, it is only just one piece of the entire lesson. And other lessons, of course, you can see it in the show notes where I will put in all the lesson links and you can continue watching it. So let's start. What is a spreadsheet? It is a software that allows us to enter words and numbers so that we can use the numbers and formula to help us calculate different answers or answers to questions that we are asking in the problem. I know it's quite a lot, so bear with me. We will explain every single thing. First, let's talk about what is this spreadsheet software. Now, there are two softwares that we are using. One is known as Excel, and the other one is known as Numbers. Now, because in class we are using all PC computers, so that means we are only going to be using Excel. And of course, if we had Apple computers, we probably would be using Apple computer version, which is known as Numbers. But we're not using that. We're just using Excel. Okay. So next thing. So now let's talk about a simple word sum problem. Let's just try to understand what this means. So first, a word sum is a problem that combines words and numbers together. So words and numbers together. So let's take a simple word sum. Okay, this is Mrs. Jones. And of course, she has three kids. Daughter Sally, Tom is the son, and of course, there's a baby boy, Jeffrey. Okay, so let's just talk only about Sally and Tom for now. So here is the word sum. Mrs. Jones gave Sally and Tom $20 so that they can go to the mall and to buy some food and something to eat and some toys. So Sally got $10 and Tom got $10 for spending. So Sally bought herself a sandwich for $4 and a doll for $5. And Tom bought himself burger and fries for $5 and a comic book for $5. Okay, so that is the word sum. If you can see, it's all basically a mixture of words and, of course, numbers all together. Okay, so that's what that is. Now, the question is, in the word sum, is how much money did they spend all together? How much money did they spend all together? So here is a little bit of a breakup. Now, if you look at it, you can see what I did was I put all the words on one side and I put all the numbers on one side. You know, can you see that? See, all the words tend to be on one side and all the words are on one side and all the numbers are on one side. Okay, so my next slide is going to be where I'm using margins, lines and margins to actually show how all these things look like. So take a look. You can see all the words are on one side and there are numbers on the other side, but the numbers are broken up into two parts. So I'm going to put some labels on the top. So you can see it says items, which is basically what these descriptions are. The next one is going to be cost, because what the cost was. And the last one is going to be the total. Okay, so we have all the words in one row, in one group. Then we have all the numbers, the first numbers in one group. And then we have all the totals in another group. So now let's take a look at the word sum again. So Mrs. Jones gave Sally and Tom $20. So they go to the mall to eat and to buy some toys. Sally got 10, Tom got 10. And of course, this description where Sally bought herself something to eat and a doll. And then of course, Tom bought himself a burger, fries, and comic book. So now if you look at the word sum, the way it is structured, this is very important. It's the way it is structured. So you can see that all the words are on one side and all the numbers on one side. Now, the reason why we do this, it's so that way it is easy for us to read. Like, for example, look at this. This is the word sum, and this is what it looks like. It's very nicely organized, okay? So in the end, what did we learn? How to take information or data and to organize it so that it can be clearly understood. That's basically what this is. Of course, the next lesson will be how to use Excel in the computers to actually do the calculation for us. But right now, we are basically learning how to take the word sum, which is basically something written, and how to take out the words and the numbers and to keep them separately. That is what we are trying to do. That is a simple goal right now, is to take a word sum and to structure it in such a way so that way all the words are on one side and all the numbers are on one side. Okay, see you in my next lesson. Bye bye.